Hey guys, and welcome back to the Interceptor. I'm back with another war video today, and we are going to be going up against Guerreros or GT40. This is war number 6, and this was also our first war where we are starting in tier 1. Just a little more points. Going into this war, we are 4-1, and I have 4 deaths on the season, so after this war is going to be a halfway mark. So we are doing Path 3, Section 1. There was a Heimdall on that left node that can be quaked, but I'm not going to take it. And then there's also this man thing, Namor and Warlock, that originally I was supposed to take. I can't remember if I take all of them, to be honest. But now we are going up again, or sorry, now we are taking our new team. We're taking a different team as well. We have many Quake fights this war, and I believe we also used Namor like twice, I think. And then Guillotine was brought as backup for the boss. So that's the end of the first clip. Let's go to the second one. On this first node, they placed an Iceman. I see why they placed it here, because it was a Quake trap. If someone doesn't know the way Iceman works, they try to bring Quake into this fight. It is possible. It's definitely possible to win this fight with Quake on this node, but it's just a very awkward way of playing the fight. So I'm going to boost up here, and then we can go ahead. So I am using all boosts, and by the way, when I use these small boosts, it costs exactly 150 units every single time I move up. So of course we know that he is not a control defender, so all you have to do is really bring a decent option. I could have done this fight with Quake, definitely, but I wanted to do it with Namor, just because I could also reverse some of that damage. I hit the first parry, and I went for a re-parry, but I missed it. Luckily, I was still blocking. When you go for a re-parry and you mess up, you usually keep your block up. But now we're reflecting a lot of damage and not really taking any, so we did take that damage there from the recoil, but we're healing from our poison suicides right now. And now that the debuff Cold Snap is off, we're doing pretty well. But very fast fight. Probably didn't need to boost for it. Probably would have been around 70% health if I hadn't boosted for it, so pretty good. Now let's go into this next node. I believe this is a Sentinel. Yep, Sentinel on this node, so I have taken this node before. The best option for this fight is Quake. Also, I don't think it's this war, but next war, if I forget to mention it, my Sentinel on defense actually got a kill on this node against someone using Quake. So, I don't know how, because Sentinel is incredibly easy to Quake. It's a very normal way of playing it, and probably the safest option for this fight. Not the fastest. Namor would be faster, but Quake is the safest. Because if he decides to use a heavy in the corner, the timing is really lenient. And also, he's not a control defender. As you can see, I just crit him there for 10k, and he didn't get a power gain. So now we just need one more cycle, and in 35 seconds, that guy goes down very cleanly. So now we're going up to this next fight, and this is a Ghost. You can take this with Namor, and in this war I'm going to. You can't reliably take it with Quake. It is possible once again, but it relies on the way that the enemy plays, or Ghost plays, the AI, because if they decide to phase back, then they charge at you while you're charging your heavy, your evade will fail. So we hit a nice intercept there, and the only real issue I had with this fight was I wanted to make sure that I'm baiting specials. So there I make sure I remove the power gain, then I bait the special too. And you can see just how easy this fight is. She's going down so incredibly fast. We've already hit 3 successful intercepts in this fight, so our intercepting was really on point. And since I've kind of been on a death streak, I think I've died the last 2 wars, it was kind of important to me to not die this war, so we're going to play every fight that we can very safe. But now we are going in here and taking down this Ghost. She's going to go down because Namor's special 3 hits really hard, and we're doing pretty well. So now let's go up to our next fight. I believe we don't have a mini-boss. We're just going to skip straight to Long Shot in the next section. I could be wrong. Do I take this Heimdall? I do take this Heimdall. Wow, okay. Honestly, excellent matchup. That's probably guillotine and magic might be the two best counters to this node in the game. So honestly, I completely forgot that I took this fight, but that's a great matchup right there. A longer fight, so you make sure you get to your special 3, and all I have to do is get my my heavies up. So I think I'm gonna get 6 right out the gate, and the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to give him too many armor ups in case he gets to a special 2. But we are pretty on point with countering with our heavy in this fight, so we're gonna get up to our 6th heavy charge, and then we're gonna go. But I did dual Heimdall a few times before doing all these fights, just to make sure that my heavy countering timing was on point, and I guess clearly it was. So I think I only miss it like once this entire fight, but we are 3 for 3 right now. We nail that parry, and then we're going in. So we're already at our special 3. I could have thrown a special 2, even though it wouldn't have done any crits, just for some extra damage that I could have easily gotten back. But there he gets 2 aggression furies, and we're kind of like, okay, not really gonna let him do that. So we gotta get those off. We get another heavy counter on the special 1, and then he's at 50%, and this is just over a minute in. Did it just freeze mid-clip? What's happening? Oh, that's weird. It must have lagged a bit. I don't even remember that. But yeah, anyway, so looks like that didn't affect us. So he's still at 1 aggression fury. We're just trying to get them all off, and then we'll bait another L1. At this point, he does have an armor up, so I would not have pushed him to a special 2. If he didn't have an armor up, there's absolutely no reason not to push him to a special 2, because it may be unblockable, but it won't have True Strike, which ignores Dex. Only Heimdall's True Strike ignores Dex, by the way. That's not a thing in the game normally. But yeah, since he was stunned, he can't auto block us, so we hit into him. And then here he decided to not throw a special, and honestly, in hindsight, I probably didn't have to bait that special 1 there. I could have just pushed and gotten him under the 5% before he got to his next bar of power, but I don't think it matters. We took 1 special 1, like, what's the big deal, right? So now he has his passive armor up from the node. We're going to heavy counter again. We missed it again 2 times in a row. I wasn't really sure what was going on there. I thought I went for an intercept there, but I guess I didn't. He's down to 14%. We do have 30 seconds left, so we're kind of a little bit slow here. But I was not worried about this fight in the slightest. I was not worried about timing out. I just know that all I had to do was take him, and there I could have gotten parried, but it wouldn't have actually mattered because he can't drain our power, so we just got to throw a special 3. Even if I took a full 5-hit combo, he probably would have done about 25% of my health because I'm a rank 3 boosted 6-star. So now we build up the charge that we're going to need later in the war by using our special 3, and let's get into this next fight. So this next fight is going to be Path 3 as well, and we're going to be taking long shot. 101 hits, by the way, so we're at 201 combo if we'd had the pre-fight. Yeah, let's go to this side, and now we're going to go over to this long shot on path 3, and this is on the evade node. So there's only one real hard thing about this node, and that is the fact that long shot, if he throws a special 2 against your block, the incinerate damage can kill you from full health because that's the way long shot works. But this was only a rank 4 5-star, and I wasn't really worried about this fight. I did do a long shot a few times just to make sure that my quaking was on point. We already built up Heimdall or guillotine, otherwise this would be a great fight to build him up on, or build her up on. But yeah, we're going to take this with Quake, and this is on enhanced evade and backup recovery. Also, I don't know if there's any other node like this in Alliance War meta right now, but I think it's the only node that appears on both Section 1 and Section 2 full paths. So, kind of weird. But yeah, we do end up taking I think that was 3 hits there just because I was not used to his animation. He's actually going to get 1 special 1 from his backup recovery. So what we're going to do is we're now going to play him block style. So we're going to evade that. Didn't want to activate a buff there. So we just hold down our heavy and parry his special 1. So we're taking very minimal damage, and he actually ended up going down to the debuffs. So Mysterio on this node can quaked. I did die there last season because my battleground leader and I both didn't know that. So now we're going to be going up against this this guy, guillotine, and I was told, obviously this is in line chat, I was told to take this debuff immune warlock. There's a little bit confusion in Alliance War chat because one guy took a fight that he wasn't supposed to. He actually didn't end up dying, so it's alright, but he just didn't communicate with the rest of the battleground that he was taking it. But that's alright because he didn't die, obviously. So now I am running backup for war, which means I have to run full boosts, even though it's only for one fight and possibly a second fight. I honestly don't remember if I get Alliance War backup, so we're spending another 150 units here. And this is a warlock on debuff immune crit resistance, so Quake is by far the best option for this node. I have taken this node before with warlock on it last season, and I did a flawless Quake fight, so that's what we're going for here. Warlock also has really obvious animations, so it's really easy to tell what he's doing, so we're just quaking and shaking in the corner and doing the best we can. We're losing a lot of damage to our suicides here, but I do have max willpower, and that's just the way that it works with boosts. So the more you boost, the more health you lose from suicides. So the fight is a quarter down, and we're 30 seconds in here, so I'm pretty safe. I'm not going to time out. I probably only have to go through like 8 or 9 cycles of quaking. And there I do end up taking a blocked hit in replace of a dex. That was intentional because I knew that I was late coming out of the previous cycle. But we're pretty safe in this fight, and I think that's the only blocked hit I take. I might take one later on. Now he dips below 50%. He's at 40%. And at this point, I am so confident with my quaking. After my little mess up last war, and I got hit against that lung shot earlier this war, my confidence was a little down, but I said to my battleground leader, hey, just let me take this warlock, and I won't die. So I went in and I didn't die. So yeah, spoiler alert, we're gonna win this fight. He is down to 15%, so that's 1, maybe 2 cycles, it depends. But yeah, we're doing pretty well. He's down to 4%, so we are gonna have another full cycle. So there's just like 1 minute and 50 seconds or 45 seconds approximately of quaking. Yeah, 43 seconds. So pretty safe fight. Wasn't really ever in any danger there. And yeah, we took it down. So now we're going against the boss. Do I get boss action? Oh, I guess I don't. I guess someone else took down boss. Never mind. Okay. So that's going to be it for this war. Unfortunately, we did take the L against these guys. We died 26 times, and they only died 19 times. And then they had 3 deaths that didn't count. We had 4 deaths that didn't count. Shout out to Europe Rick, Mank, Madman, and Lado, who I only got 7 attacker kills today, so that is why you didn't see me in an MVP spot. Usually I get, that's actually probably about my average. I probably average like 90 fights per season. But yeah, we did get up there. No defender kills this war, unfortunately, but with that loss, that puts us at, let's go back in this clip, Platinum 1 rank 15. So since that was a tier 1 win, we would have probably gone to around Platinum 1 rank 3 or 4 if we'd won that, but that's alright. That's going to be it for the end, or that's going to be it for this war. So it was season 18 war 6, and out of this war we are 4-2 with this loss, and I have 4 deaths on the season. So halfway through we're at 4, which means that statistically we should reach around 8 by the end of the season, and my goal was 7 or less. So that's going to be it. Hope you guys had a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the